Nintendo Blitzkrieg.
Welcome everyone to Nintendo Blitzkrieg, the hottest new Nintendo show on the internet. I am KC, your fantastic host, and I'm being joined by the co-host with the most, Dan, the NES man, Dan himself. Dan, how are you doing?
Yo, what is up? I am doing fantastic this Saturday evening. How are you, Casey?
I'm here.
That's good. It's always good to be present.
Right, it's better than not being here.
Absolutely.
But I have a question. Have you made any interesting purchases recently? Have you got anything?
No, I did make a couple interesting purchases. I got a Marth amiibo from Japan, a Captain Falcon amiibo from Japan, a Toon Link and Sheik amiibo from GameStop, and there's something else. Oh yeah, what was that? The new Nintendo 3DS XL.
Oh, you got a new 3DS.
I did.
Or a new 3DS, as the case might be.
Yes. It's not a new old 3DS. It is a new Nintendo 3DS XL.
It's not what I'm playing. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to pick up the new 3DS yet, and I've actually been very, very curious to find out what your impressions are.
First impressions are, it's a great system. It's not completely necessary to upgrade, but I would recommend it. I was on an XL already. So, like if you were on the layer cake 3DS with all the different colors, moving to this one is such a big astronomical leap. It's insane. So
yeah, Nintendo of America's come under a lot of hot water because they're only releasing the XL in America.
Yeah.
Which is fine by me.
Yes, I was gonna say it's fine with me too because I was obviously leaning towards the XL model myself.
Right.
Since I've had an XL since 2012.
Right. Well, I had the DS Lite. And then switching from the DS Lite to the 3DS XL, like there was a difference.
Oh, you went straight from Lite to XL, 3DS XL?
Yeah, I actually just got my 3DS about like a year ago.
Wow, so that's a pretty big leap too. That's like 3 systems leap.
Yeah,
because I went from a Lite to an I.
Okay.
And then I was gonna get the I XL, but then I held out because I knew about this new 3D thing. So then I moved on to that, then got the XL. Now I have the new XL.
Right.
So
before we really get into the new 3DS, no, actually let's get into it. So, what games have you played on it?
Okay, so far, I just got it yesterday. I have only played Super Smash Brothers for 3DS.
Melee.
Not Melee. I am not a Melee kid. That new group you added me to on Facebook is crazy.
Was it a Smash Brother group?
No, it's Melee. It's like Melee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's working really well. Like, I'm having the 3D on now since it doesn't like give you headaches. Because it has the awesome new face tracking feature where you can go left and right and it won't break the 3D. So I'm actually noticing stuff like some characters like twirl you around and like throw you towards the screen. And like you really see that, and like that's really awesome.
That's cool.
So
That's
I'm
cool.
loving
You
that.
know, like when I saw like the original 3DS, when I would see it in stores and I would play it, I didn't really get it because it would be like bolted down or whatever, and you couldn't really. And it just, the 3D on it just made it look blurry.
Yeah.
And so when I actually got the system and got it in my hands, I was like, well, this is actually a lot better than it is in the store.
Yeah.
But I do find myself turning the 3D off because, you get your eyes a little bit off the sight.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes all crazy.
Yeah, I did that too. And what made the first XL pretty good, on the first XL on the 3D switch, you were able to turn the 3D to the lowest possible point to where it's not off, like before it clicks. You probably know this.
Right.
On the first 3DS, it didn't do that, and like the slider was loose, kind of. So sometimes if you bumped it, you would like either lose or gain the 3D also. Like that switch wasn't really steady, so I'm glad they improved that too.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
But yeah.
What other improvements have you found?
Okay, so well, we can talk about the transfer process later. That didn't go great.
Oh, it's I'm hearing just horror stories all over the place about this transfer.
That didn't go great at all. But as far as other things, the load time was at least cut 75%. Like when I've been playing Smash Brothers a lot, and it takes like a minute to load.
Right.
And now it's like less than 20 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't even think cartridges had loading time until I got a 3DS.
Yeah. So that's good. So the processing's definitely a lot better.
Right.
I love the C stick, and a lot of people. Jose, I'm pretty sure too. Was Jose
Otero of IGN's Nintendo voice chat.
Yes, he is having problems with it. They think that his mic would be defective, but mine sure isn't. Mine, like it seems like you just like subtly tap it, and it's really responsive. So
yeah. Does the stick actually move, or is it kind of like a little trackball?
See, okay, so I went to GameStop to try it out, and since it's their system, I just abused it. Like, push the C-stick as far as I can, see if it could move. If you put a whole bunch of pressure on it, it will move, but it doesn't.
But it's static.
Yes. Okay. The best way I can describe it is either a pencil eraser or like those little track pads they used to have in the old laptops, those little rubber things.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But
yeah, that might be what's causing confusion with some people. It's because they're expecting it to be like an analog stick.
Yeah.
But it's really more like.
And even today, when I have my finger on it, I'm thinking it's the X button. I try to press it, and then I freak out because it's not going down. But then I realize, wait, I'm not. This is not the X button. This is the C stick.
So let's paint this picture.
Yeah.
You're having a match in Smash Brothers 3DS.
Yeah.
It's very chaotic. Are you playing 3 players, 4 players?
I'm doing me versus 3 amiibo.
You versus 3 amiibo.
Yeah.
Well, that's 3 amiibo, right? So in the heat of this battle,
yeah,
you go to push X, and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I will clarify that I wasn't actually pressing X. I was
pushing. Yeah, you're pushing the stick.
Yeah.
Thinking that it was X.
Yeah. But after you get the hang of it, it's a really nice setup. I actually really like the ZL and ZR. What I'm doing now is kind of gripping the whole system with my left hand.
Okay.
And then just using my right index finger to tap the shield or the grab, which is the next button in. So you can kind of make your own, you can just kind of change your grip up a little bit based on these extra buttons they added, which is really nice too.
Make it your own, man.
Yeah. So I'm having a good time with it so far. I can't wait for Monday because that's when my Majora's Mask bundle comes.
Nice.
So that's going to be fun.
The Majora's Mask with the Skull Kid.
With the Skull Kid.
Nice.
So I was really lucky to get that. I had to go into GameStop, and they were able to order me one. So that was great.
It's never good to have to go into the GameStop.
It's never good. And I know you jokingly call them lame stop.
Yeah, lame stop.
I really have enjoyed going to GameStop the past couple years. This past year and a half, it's been hard for me.
Yeah.
Because just some ways how they handle business, it just gets irritating.
Well, I think that, and we're kind of diverting here a little bit, but I think they're kind of in blockbuster videos. Like,
I remember you telling me this too. Yeah.
Where they're quickly becoming irrelevant, because I think next generation is going to really push digital. I mean,
I was just going to bring that up. Yeah.
They're pushing it now, but I think next they're really going to do digital. Yeah. But speaking of amiibos, have you had a chance to scan any into the 3DS game?
I have done this. It's fluid as ever. All you do is when you go, you can make a new one by just like you're in the Wii game and just go into that, put it on the touchscreen, and just name it or whatever. But you can use one amiibo like back and forth with the Wii and the 3DS, and there's no problems at all.
You don't have to build. You can use your level 50 that you built in Wii U on 3DS.
Absolutely.
Right. And it's just not like we don't recognize.
And see, the custom characters you make when you switch them over in between systems, it like locks in their moves, since you might have different moves and stuff. You know what I mean?
Because you're actually training them, right?
Yeah, but in this, since you just feed them the items, I don't think you've ever actually used an amiibo in Smash Brothers, so you won't know this. But you feed them the items, and it like improves their power or shield or whatever, and then so there's no problem with that when you go back and forth. But it works pretty well.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's very, very awesome.
It is.
Yeah, speaking of amiibo, I did get my hands on Sonic from Best Buy.
You got Sonic already.
Yeah, running through town at the
You lucky duck. I do not have Ike or DDD yet, which I don't think. Do you?
No, I don't. Okay. No, those are supposed to come out next week.
Okay, GameStop told me like for the past 2 weeks that February 13th there were going to be Sheik, Toon Link, Ike, DDD. Ike and DDD just went missing in action.
Right.
And Sheik and Toon Link actually came in 2 days earlier. And I only knew that because I kept checking the website. So all these amiibo dates, I don't know if it's the retailers. I don't know if it's Nintendo. I don't know if it's
confused and frustrated over here.
I don't know if it's the being in the sky watching over everything, but something isn't going right with these amiibos.
Yeah, that's they rolled out the first wave, the first 12. They hit on the day they were supposed to, no problem, and then wave 2, I get my amiibos that I pre-ordered canceled, and so
that's rough. Well, see, for me, the first wave wasn't even flawless because my store didn't even have Marth on release night, November 21st. Yeah. But I was
I remember that first weekend, Amiibo were out though.
Yeah.
And they were just like Mars, just like hanging out on the
street. I know.
Just
you wish you can go back. Wish you can go back. Because I shelled out $30 to get one.
Yeah.
Off Amazon, but yeah, within the first couple weeks I was able to call a couple stores and get the first 2 parts of the Triforce, Wii Fit Trainer and Villager at normal price, so that was pretty excellent.
With the you called them the Triforce.
Yeah, other people have been calling those 3 like the Triforce of Amiibo that are hard to find. I don't know if you've seen that, but yeah.
So is Marth the power Wii Fit Trainer?
I don't think that matters. I don't think there's anyone putting that much attention to that, but but yeah.
Well, they better start.
So I have the first wave completed. I have the second wave completed, and I have all of the third wave if you don't count the freaking store exclusives.
Yeah, see, that's
those are rough. I know you've been getting those, so you can tell your stories about how you're getting those.
Yeah. I didn't think that I was going to be able to get Rosalina. I thought she was going to be like super tough to grab.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had the online thing. You couldn't order it. Supposedly they had it open for 2 minutes and it sold out. So so I called the store the night before they were supposed to hit, and I'm trying to think of dates for some reason, but whatever. It was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so I ended up going to Target in the morning. Being one of the first people there, I didn't hang out at midnight. Like, I saw people posting pictures on Facebook groups because that's kind of insane.
Yeah.
But I get there, and the manager's like, well, is there anything you're looking for in particular? I'm like, yeah, man, I need a Rosalina amiibo. And she's like, well, we can't sell those till Tuesday.
Mm.
And it's Sunday, and I'm just like, well, no, that's not right. People are getting them. I called a different Target. They had sold their whole stock. They said that there were people lined up at 6 a.m. for them.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But so I'm talking to her. She's not. I'm talking to the manager. She's not really, receptive to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And she's just, I can't. And then before I leave, she gets some magic email or some magic message from corporate that says they're allowed to sell the amiibos.
Oh, sure.
But they limited them to one. So
yeah,
I did get me Rosalina.
That's great.
I guess.
I don't know if you saw this picture. I think it was in the MVC Amiibo group. Did you see the custom zombie one that some guy did, the Rosalina?
Yeah, actually, I think I saw
and they were
that.
talking about that in MVC today, even too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the line is called Amiibola.
Yeah.
But it was like Mario's head was at her feet, and she was like a zombie. That was really cool.
Good Lord.
I'm loving these custom Amiibos people are doing also.
Yeah, those are very cool. Some of those.
Yeah.
Like a Dark Link or stuff like that.
Yeah, people are doing a whole bunch of stuff with them.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
But just wrapping up the new 3DS talk, would you recommend it?
I would recommend it. And okay, so it's shiny. Shininess is good. It has new buttons. It has a C-stick. Amiibo functionality. So there's nothing that's like worse on this than previous systems. Everything's an improvement.
I would hope.
So, well, yeah, but that's a good thing.
Oh, we're downgrading. Well,
no, it's not. It's not a 3DS to a 2DS jump. No.
Yeah. I saw somebody had like a 1DS.
Yeah, that was a mock-up. That was awesome.
They used like a cell phone.
Yeah, but I would recommend it. Definitely if you want to play that fancy Xenoblade game with Shirtless Shulk. If you're really feeling it, then I would definitely get this system because it's the only system you can play it on.
Only on new 3DS.
Absolutely. Did you see that cover art or whatever?
Cover art for
it looks
for
like
Xenoblade.
It looks like the case. They're gonna have like different looking cases for games that are only for 3DS.
Oh,
it's like landscape, and then it has the only for 3DS like at the top.
Yeah, I have seen that.
Yeah, so that's what the boxes may look like.
Yeah,
so I'm assuming they're gonna kind of maybe shift some newer games and kind of not make normal 3DS games anymore. I don't know, but it's interesting to see what they'll do.
Yeah, do you think what other Wii games do you think would be good ported on the 3DS?
Okay, so I kind of feel this is a loaded question a little bit.
Oh, I've loaded it.
Here's why I think that's loaded. I don't necessarily want to see Wii games remade onto the 3DS. Okay. Because I know a lot of people, some of our friends on NBC included, kind of want these HD remakes of these games.
Right.
Like of Galaxy and stuff like that. And that also gets into them putting the old Wii games on the Wii U, which you can talk about in a couple minutes.
And you have just made a flawless transition.
Yes. Thank you. But yeah, it's definitely
yeah.
I don't think I'm go ahead.
The direct when they announced that they're putting Wii games on the eShop, people were kind of disappointed because they were wanting that HD, the HD version of Metroid Trilogy and that HD version of Galaxy.
Did they kind of sneak that in on the new 3DS Direct?
Okay. I think it was that.
I think they snuck it in there. Yeah, that was the last Direct they had.
Yeah, it was like 45 minutes. It was loaded.
Loaded with 3DS and disappointment about the new 3DS and us not getting the awesome faceplate model. But here's what I have heard though, and I watched some unboxings. Apparently the smaller new 3DS feels a little more flimsy, a little more like a toy.
Okay.
I guess I would kind of say I haven't like held one, but almost kind of looking like a DS Lite. You know how the DS Lite was kind of flimsy?
Yeah.
And then the DSi got a little firmer. And then most of the 3DS line is pretty firm, but...
Well, like the top screen on my 3DS, it feels loose, and I don't know if it's supposed to.
Okay, see, so here's what I'm going to tell you with that. Well, just how I know. It wears out. Like, I call it the top screen wobble. And I've had my XL for 2 years, and it didn't have a lot at first. It has a lot of wobble now.
Okay, yeah, so that's normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
That's a good thing.
So yeah, your screen's not gonna fall off or anything, so you'll be fine.
That wobble effect with the new 3DS.
So it's there, but it's very slight.
Okay, good.
And it feels like every time I open it, because kind of with my XL, it felt like every time I opened it, I was making it a little more wobbly. It doesn't feel like it's happening with this one. The clicks, when it clicks into position on this new system, it's not as like loud, and it just feels like softer, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it still locks into position, but I think they're trying to kind of minimize that wobble people are getting also.
Yeah, well, because that freaked me out at first. I'm like, do I need to...
Well, see, the clamshell design was revolutionary, and they need to keep that. So I'm glad they're trying to improve how that works too.
Absolutely. I remember when the GBA SP came out.
Absolutely.
Just how awesome
I had one of those too, yeah.
Yeah, it was just how awesome how it flipped into like a little square.
Yeah, just
had
put
the
it in the pocket.
backlit screen. Yeah.
That's one of my favorite systems, actually. I had it a couple years after it came out, since I'm a tad bit younger than you are, so we're in a little bit different gaming eras. So
yeah, well, I've got the history, and you've got the enthusiasm.
I was gonna say the ambition.
The ambition.
Yeah. So. You're my role model, Casey.
Well, thank you. Dane.
Yes, sir.
So,
all right.
Have you managed to break off your circle pad with Smash?
Okay, so every time I see this on Facebook or something, I just get angry at people for thinking the 3DS is a Wii U Pro controller, because it's not. Mm-hmm. You don't need to be using excessive force like that to rip off your circle pad. I played Smash Brothers on my original XL at least 30 hours. I had no problems. You just can't play like you're in a tournament with all foxes and no items on Final Destination,
Yeah, those wombo
combos.
Yeah, those will get you every time.
All right, so I didn't rip that off. This new circle pad on the new system, it's very firm. Like, it has a lot rougher of a feel. Because I don't know, does yours kind of feel greasy a little bit? No?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so maybe I just need to wash my hands before I play, but...
Could be. Is it...
tacky, I think is the right word. Tacky.
Yeah, you said it's firm, but is it still fluid?
Like when you move it around, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like the grip on it's really nice.
Yeah.
The C-stick kind of has the same grip too, so it kind of matches up. I don't know. Did you have a Circle Pad Pro?
No, I never got the Circle Pad.
Well, the tackiness on that was really firm also, which was kind of weird when I was using that with my normal XL, because the two circle pads felt different. And when you would move them, they moved easier or harder also.
Yeah.
So you can see how that kind of confuses you when you're playing, and it kind of
keep throwing you off.
Isn't the best experience. So as I believe, I'm going to try it soon to play some Resident Evil Revelations and some Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. But I have a feeling that the C-Stick is going to work pretty well with those games.
Yeah, I'm curious to see.
Because people are saying, it wouldn't work for a first-person shooter or third-person shooter like Resident Evil. I think it might actually work because it seems like it's responsive enough that it would work in that situation.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to get your impressions when you get a game that uses that C-Stick to like control a camera or something like that.
Yeah, which for Majora's Mask is going to be up. So here's what I thought was interesting. In Majora's Mask 3D, you can attach your Circle Pad Pro and do the camera that way. And then you can also use the new C-Stick on the new 3DS. In Smash Brothers, you can use the new C-Stick to do smash attacks. You cannot use the Circle Pad Pro, which is a little weird.
Yeah.
Like, if they're letting you use it for Majora's Mask, why won't they let you use it for Smash?
Yeah, I thought basically the C-Stick was going to do like functions of the Circle Pad Pro.
Yeah, which is a little weird. But I see what they're trying to push the new system and.
See, but here's what I'm scared of, right? Here's what I'm afraid to jump in right now with the fingerprinty flag.
Gotta jump in.
Or the red.
Take the plunge.
Because I know the second I buy one.
Oh, the colors! I know, absolutely.
They're gonna come out with one that's like even cooler. I'm just
I know.
Like,
that happened with the original 3DS. Like 8 months later, it had the best color of handheld history. It was called Midnight Purple.
Oh, yeah.
It's the most gorgeous. My friend has one. It's the most gorgeous color on a system I've ever seen. And I just had the aqua blue, and it. Looking at it now, it's just kind of hideous. It's like baby blue, and then it's teal. It's just like 3 different blues together, but I don't know. I really wanted a blue one because I've seen the blue one Australia's getting this new system. It looks pretty nice, but. I gotta say, I like this new black, this gray, kind of metallic, really shiny. It just looks like a powerful machine. I mean, it doesn't look like just like a toy.
Yeah.
Like I've heard, like I listened to some people, former IGN people that left. I know you know a little bit about those guys, but Colin. On that show said the gamepad kind of feels like a leapfrog to him. Like it's not a actual controller. It just kind of feels like a kid's toy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I don't necessarily agree with, but people can have their opinions. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think Nintendo, like with their style, like looking at the Wii U, it's a very sleek system.
Yeah.
And it's very, it looks very mature, but
it does.
They've still got that stigma of being a kid company with these incredibly hard games that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
A kiddie game like Mario, which New Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, New Super Luigi U.
Which literally, New Super Luigi U, which literally took me a year to beat the last freaking world.
Right.
That game gets so hard at the end.
Yeah.
I just beat it like 2 weeks ago.
Definitely will challenge your Mario skills.
And I haven't even tried the Rainbow World in Luigi U yet. God, and you can actually change the physics back to Mario's physics, but still, it's not fun. It's fun. It's just difficult.
You can control Luigi like Mario, and he doesn't do like that kick.
Yeah, he just does the normal jump. He doesn't have terrible sliding. Yeah, so that helps you out a little bit, but. Anyway.
Yeah, very cool. But other things in the news right now. Iwata still believes in the Wii U. I got a buddy. He took the plunge on the Wii U,
he did.
I don't think he's quite the Nintendo guy that we are.
Yeah.
But when they started talking about like their next system. I think he started to get a little bit like, what are they banning the Wii? And I just had the Wii U, and I just had to tell him like, look, man, they're always working on their next system.
Absolutely, yeah. The second the system comes out, they already have sketches. They already have people working in the treehouse.
Oh, I'm sure they've already got ideas like, we couldn't do this on Wii U, but now that we have more time to develop it, we could do this, that, or the other thing. That's one thing I like about the company is they never give up on
always
an idea,
evolving.
Right?
They're always trying to reinvent themselves, which I love.
There was that game they showed off at an E3, and it was in the GameCube days, and it was like Stage Show or something like that. But basically, like you take a picture and you scan it in.
Yeah.
And they never got that. They never made it, but apparently that's what became the Miiverse.
Oh wow.
And me, so I like how they don't give up on ideas.
Yeah, that's great.
And another thing I want to say is that he's not going to smartphones, and that's a big point. I see the mainstream press, and they're just like, they need to be on smartphones. They need to be on smartphones. They need to be on smartphones. They need to be on smartphones.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary to even think that, actually, because I don't know. I just don't see Nintendo doing that. I don't think that's part of their business plan.
I think it would be a good way to cannibalize your 3DS sales, and that's really that's really their bread and butter.
Well, didn't a company actually say they're doing that? Sega. Is Sega doing that?
Yeah, I did see a story where Sega says that they're, I guess, walking away from consoles to focus on smartphones and to focus on PC. But
well, I don't blame them after that monstrosity that was Sonic Boom and the Rise of Lyric. Yeah, and I'm actually watching the Sonic Boom cartoon right now. It's hilarious. It's a great cartoon. And it's even making fun of the game. There's a scene in it where Knuckles just jumps and goes into outer space using the jump glitch that's in the game. So they know what's happening. It's funny that they're doing that with it, but at the same time, it has to be embarrassing.
Well, I don't think that we should be so quick to follow Sega and what they're doing because they haven't really been.
And I didn't buy the game. I voted on my game with my wallet. So I did not buy that one. I have bought a lot of the other Zelda Sonic games, and a lot of them have been disappointments.
Well,
recently.
Did you play the Sonic Zelda DLC level?
I have it downloaded. I haven't played Lost World yet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get to that. Have you?
Yeah. No, I haven't. Okay. I don't even have the game.
All right, but I have that.
It did look.
I have Colors for the Wii. Colors was fun.
Yeah.
Sonic and the Secret Rings was one of my favorites.
Oh, for the Wii?
Yeah.
Okay, I might have to check that out.
Black Knight was kind of like Secret Rings, but that one was bad. And then it's just been up and down, mostly down for the past. I don't know. Has it been a decade of Sonic's the age of Sonic's decline?
I would say that.
If you look at the official Sonic timeline.
Yeah, pretty much since the Saturn. I think he's been going downhill.
Yeah. Ever since they switched to third party.
Yeah, I just when I played Sonic Adventure 2, was it on GameCube? It's that first level is really awesome.
Yeah.
And then you get into your Knuckles and you're looking for and it's just
Knuckles.
It just kind of is a betrayal of what the 16-bit games were.
See, and I have Sonic Heroes. I absolutely love Sonic Heroes, and a lot of people don't like that game. I don't know. Have you played that one?
No, I said, I'm pretty gun shy on Sonic these days.
Yeah.
If I can find Lost World for a good price, though, I'll.
I heard Lost World was okay, and another one, Unleashed.
What was the one for the Wii?
The newest one?
No, the one for the Wii. The we just talked about.
Oh, yeah. Sonic and the Secret Rings.
Yeah.
That one was really fun. You just held your Wiimote landscape, and you just tilt it, and it's linear, but it's fun. I can't explain. It's just a fun Sonic game.
Hold it landscape. I like that.
Yeah. But yeah, so our dear friend Sonic is having some rough times.
Yeah.
I wonder if Sega gets a percentage of the Sonic Amiibo.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll save their company.
Yeah, see, I think people like unfairly equate Nintendo and Sega, like they're like companies are in the same position, like financially. So I remember when GameCube came out, people were like, "Oh, this is gonna be the last system Nintendo ever makes. They're gonna go a third party like Sega," and then they followed it up with like the biggest system that they ever released, which is the Wii.
The Wii was amazing. The revolution.
The revolution.
Yes, sir. I got a Wii launch year. I don't know if you did. 2006.
Yeah, I got it.
It was one of the best things that's ever happened to me. Because I had an N64 and I got it near the end, around 2000, and I played that all the way up till 2006. So I was just not even aware of the GameCube. Like, I just kept going to GameStop getting used N64 games. And then this Wii commercial comes on, and then my dad's like, "Is that the same company that makes your Game Boy and your N64?" I'm like, "Yeah, that looks really cool." He's like, "Well, why don't we get you that for Christmas?"
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? It's great.
Why not get it for me right now?
But yeah, so that was great. I'm sad the Banjo-Kazooie game never got to the Wii.
Well, perhaps, you can speak on this a little bit. Yeah. Perhaps there will be a spiritual successor to
Perhaps. May I, would you like me to speak upon that?
Please understand. Yes.
All right. I like that. So yeah, some guys we can briefly talk about Rare. So Rare made lots of great games with Nintendo. Starting in the SNES, actually, right?
Started with the NES, man.
NES, really? I didn't even know that.
It was hot.
And then I knew the SNES had a lot of stuff, like Perfect Dark, right? Not for the SNES, but for the N64. Wasn't Perfect Dark one of the Rare games?
Yeah, Perfect Dark.
Okay, and then they did Donkey Kong Country for the SNES.
There's a really great. I guess they used to send out like VHS videotapes, like with Nintendo Power subscribers. Nintendo Power subscribers.
I got that for a couple years. Yeah.
Yeah. So online there's a VHS copy of like a promotional video they did for Donkey Kong Country. Mm-hmm. I'll have to send it to you because it's brilliant.
Is it?
It's like they get like it's a guy and he's got like this like long 90s hair and he's like he's like this real dork, but he's like, "Hey man, I'm the cool guy," right? Mm-hmm. And so like he goes to Rare's offices to talk to him about Donkey Kong Country, and like everybody at the Rare office is eating a banana. It's just every shot is somebody eating bananas.
That's hilarious. That sounds really funny.
Yeah, I'll have to get that one out.
Yeah. All right.
But speaking of smartphones, Nintendo is not going to be completely off smartphones, though, because I want to also announce that there's going to be a smartphone app for Miiverse.
Yes, I have heard about that.
With Iwata saying it would be fun for players to use their Mii characters as social icons.
I mean, yeah, I would like that. I like how they're using the iOS platform in ways that benefit them and don't hurt them.
Right.
Like, I'm pretty sure, isn't there a Pokédex you can buy on iOS?
I believe so, yeah. Yeah,
I haven't done that, obviously, since we have the internet, but I think that's a good move, too. But finishing up with what I was saying about Rare, so they were making some awesome games, and then I guess it was around 2003. Oh, yeah, of course, they made Banjo-Kazooie, my favorite game of all time. We disagree on this.
I'll be honest with you. I rented it once. I played it for a few minutes. I didn't really get into it. But that, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, the bear and the bird. Yeah, but I love that game. I love the sequel. I still go back and play the first game. I've been speed running it past summer. It was great. And then when they're developing the next game for the GameCube, I'm not even sure what happened. You can fill me in if you know any more specifics. But I just know that Nintendo just kind of let go of them and their properties, and Microsoft picked them up.
Right. basically they were a second party. So
yeah.
But they did have Star Fox Adventures.
They did. And I know, like, during that time, too, they also did a Diddy Kong Racing again for the DS when they were under Microsoft. So
really?
I know
that one flew under my radar.
Yeah. So I know they were still able to do that. And then they went on to make excellent, excellent games like Viva Pinata, Banjo and Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts, Connect Sports Adventures.
Yeah, that's the last I heard of Rare. They were doing like Wii Sports type.
Yeah, but yeah, the Banjo game they made, Nuts and Bolts.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard about that?
No.
It was garbage.
Was it?
They didn't, because Banjo-Kazooie is a platformer, much like Mario 64.
Right.
This was a platformer racing game. And you were Banjo and Kazooie, but you couldn't do anything Banjo Kazooie used to be able to do, and you just drove around in the car. And it was broken, and it was just terrible.
Yeah, that's a shame, too.
It's such a shame, because so many people really wanted that Banjo Kazooie 3 that was promised at the end of the sequel.
Yeah, they were such a good developer. I remember when they did get bought out or whatever, and they were talking about Nintendo, and they would say that it was frustrating working with Nintendo because they would always like make them delay their games and things. Yeah. And it's like seeing what they've come out with now. It's like, well,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, perfection takes time.
Yeah.
You only get a Zelda game every 4 years or so, but when it comes out, it's game over.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it used to be more true in the past.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. That once a game was released, it you couldn't. Now they can patch and do things like that. Now it seems like, and I haven't experienced this so much on Wii U.
Yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, it seems like now like the publishers are just like pushing the games out at their deadline and thinking like, we can.
Assassin's Creed Unity, for example, right?
Yeah, I've heard horror stories about that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! And to think I was angry at Ubisoft for dropping the Wii U with Assassin's Creed games. now I'm kind of glad, I guess. I don't know, because I have Assassin's Creed 3 and 4 for my Wii U, and I love them. But
I don't really get what's going on with Ubisoft, because I think what it was they went all in at first with Wii U, and then they didn't get the returns that they expected. I think Zombie U is the one that like really hurt them the most. But
yeah, I have it.
Yeah, to be honest with you, it's not that great a game.
No, it's not. It is not. I just got because I get those coupons from GameStop. The buy 2 used games get 1 free.
Yeah.
So I got it that way. I died, and I like used all my bullets and was just running around in the empty room.
Right.
It wasn't fun.
And then they're dropping hints that they have a game that it's completely finished, but they're not going to release it until there's a larger user base for the Wii U. But to me, that makes
I heard that, and they were like, "We do." When asked about Assassin's Creed for Wii U, they're like, "We do have something for it, but we're not going to talk about it yet." How much do you want to bet it's a freaking Rabbids game? I guarantee you, it's a Rabbids game.
Yeah, it'd be something like family friendly or something. But it doesn't make any business sense to put the cost into developing the game. Throw it up on the eShop, charge $10 for it and get some of that money back.
Yeah,
because it makes no sense, and it's actually kind of like, oh well, we've got this game over here.
So we could talk about family game companies all day. Ubisoft, EA is just, I don't even know what happened with them, but they're just going bad.
It's a shame.
Yeah. Well, so back to my story. Some Rare employees left Rare, obviously, during the transition, and are kind of forming a new team called Platonic Games. And they're people that worked on Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong Country. And they're getting together and they're working on something that they're calling the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie. And they posted a picture about it, and they have some more artwork that I saw that was in a Edge magazine, I think, last week, and it looks pretty promising. And they're saying they would like to maybe put it on the Wii U, and maybe only on the Wii U, which is important, I think.
Yeah, Yeah, that's awesome.
So,
and these are rare employees.
These are rare employees, absolutely.
But these are the cream of the crop. These are
these are the guys that they should have held on to.
Right. These are the guys that I should have backed the truck up with full of money for.
Yeah. So I wouldn't really.
Some of that. What was it, like $200 billion or $2 billion that they spent on Minecraft?
Oh my God! Yeah. So I want to sleep on this studio because I think they might really do some great things in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one to keep your eye on.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I know like a lot of publishers, a lot of developers, they want to go to like PlayStation or whatever. And I don't think the Xbox One sales are. I don't think they're that much more than Wii U. I think those two systems are pretty much.
They're tied, basically.
Running a little neck and neck.
Somehow the PS4 already sold like 16 million or something.
Yeah. Yeah, but so publishers want to put their games on that, on the system with the largest base, but my philosophy has always kind of been like, if I was making a game, if I was going to develop a GameCube or Wii U, like, I think you have more potential to break out and not get lost. Yeah.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, so, but I'm not running a multi-billion-dollar gaming company.
True.
they could do whatever they want.
All right, so.
But yeah, definitely, I'm definitely interested to see more from Playtonic. Hopefully, we'll know more around E3 time.
Yeah, that would be
sooner.
Awesome. Speaking of E3, I did see something. Nintendo rented out a 299-seat conference room. Did you see this?
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. So, I think we might be going back to a normal conference, maybe? Do you think so?
Maybe. I really like the digital event.
Oh, I do too. I like it. Did you remember last year with the Robot Chicken style stuff?
Yeah.
I thought that was great. I love that.
Right, and it has appeal too, because like my buddy that's got a Wii U, he watched it and he was just like, "Oh man, that was hilarious." It was like Robot Chicken. They started out with the fight between Iwata and Reggie,
and they talked about the Amiibo, Smash Brothers, Kirby, Yoshi, all the big stuff. I think they talked about Zelda for a couple minutes. I think they did.
Yeah, they did. Zelda. They did.
Because it was.
They showed the scene where he was like riding on the horse.
Yeah.
Like the big like mechanical.
And then everyone was freaking out, be like, "Is Link a girl now?" It's like, no, he can have long hair, guys. It's okay.
Zelda's a grill.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
But
see, I'm always excited for E3, but as we get into these spring months, it gets closer and the excitement just builds.
Yeah,
so.
And I mean, I think their 2015 lineup is as good, if not better.
See, what's bad? I have so many games pre-ordered. It's my wallet doesn't really match up. So I'm glad to go in summer and get my summer job back again and start buying these games.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you're in school for those that don't know.
Yeah.
Getting that education.
So I can make that GM money.
Right.
that Jose and Pear always talk about.
Or at least be able to afford the next wave of Amiibo.
God. Oh.
Are you going to get into the Super Mario set?
Absolutely.
Are you?
But not far. I'm just getting Toad.
I'm like, well, but they've already made like the only new character is Toad, right?
Yeah. Bowser is literally the same figure, only a little bit brighter. Like what?
I can just see Miyamoto's like, paint that base red.
There we go.
Perfect.
That's another $100,000 right there.
Like the old meme with the Wii at Prince Money.
Oh my gosh.
With just like dollar bills falling out.
You realize they already have sold like 8 million of these Amiibo. Like the amount of Smash Brothers games is like equivalent to the amount of Amiibo figures they've sold.
Yeah, well, it was 1-to-1, but now I'm hearing it's 2-to-1. Amiibo and Smash sales.
Wow. Well, it makes sense too, because people probably only have maximum of 2 copies of Smash.
Yeah.
And like me, I have the Wii version, the 3DS version, and then 21 Amiibo.
Right.
So, yeah, I'll keep buying them. I think I might ease up a little bit. I don't think I'm going to get Wario because he's just a loser.
Yeah, I like Wario. I'm not so big a fan of like the biker Wario, but
yeah,
I want to look what I want.
Waluigi.
Heck yeah!
No,
That's my dude, man.
he might be he probably is going to be a Mario series amiibo.
Yeah, he's the Mario Party.
You can get him with the red base.
Right.
But no, they did leak that there will be a Wario and a Rosalina in the Super Mario series.
Right.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. So, and
they leaked images from Japan's.
Are they going to produce any more of the Smash series for Target, or is that done? They're just switching it over to the Super Mario. As far as Rosalina.
Okay, so what I heard is that just the Target, like if they're gonna have any more through Target, Rosalina.
Yeah,
I've heard is that no, not the Smash Brothers one, no, but they will have the Mario series one, and I don't think that would be exclusive to just Target like this one was.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that started
a
big disaster.
Yeah, so I don't know. Well, the good thing about these, whichever one you get, you can use them with either game or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can use a Smash Mario with Mario Party 8 or a Mario Party 8 Luigi with Smash. You just have to only have one save on at a time.
Right. The trick is though you gotta overwrite your Smash.
Yeah.
Data
but like stuff with like Mario Party 8 where you just unlock stuff, that doesn't mess with anything.
Right.
That and Hyrule Warriors, you can just scan them and that doesn't delete your data or anything like that. So
yeah, you can get 12 rupees.
Yeah. Dude, I scanned my first character. I got 10,000 rupees.
There you go.
So I'm thinking I don't know. I haven't played Hyrule Warriors enough to know what you actually do with the rupees, but
that's money though.
Yeah.
I guess I upgrade or something like that.
I did get the spinner. I've used that a couple times with the Link amiibo. They give you the spinner weapon from Twilight Princess. Do you have Hyrule Warriors?
I do have Hyrule Warriors.
I like it.
I've got a huge glut of games that
I do too. You don't get to play?
I need to go. It's just I keep buying new games. I keep buying download games and just starting them and not finishing them.
Yeah. Well, it gets hard with work and school and your daily life.
Yeah.
Well, for me, I get summer break soon, so I'll be able to play some of that backlog.
Right. And it's like they're putting a game up for $10 and saying, well, next week's gonna be 20. It's like, well, I gotta get.
Oh, dude, I got the trilogy just to lock away for summer. I'm not even gonna touch it until then. So I got my 2 terabyte expansion pack or whatever. Expansion pack hard drive.
Yeah.
I imagine that N64 expansion pack had 2 terabytes in it.
Right. You just plug a hard drive onto the back of an N64 controller.
Jesus. But yeah, so I have room to put my trilogy. I put that on that. So yeah.
That's awesome.
I also bought Dark Souls. I think I told you I bought Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
To get enough points to get my Zelda pouch.
Right. That's insane. Did you have you played that one?
I have not played Dark Souls 2 yet. No.
Yeah.
I didn't play a lot of those games that I got just to get my Club Nintendo coins. I'm at 135 right now.
Okay.
So I need to buy maybe one Dark to Luigi or something, and then I'll get my free Game Boy game.
Nice. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I'm about 30 points or away from Kid Icarus Uprising, so I'm gonna have some serious soul searching to do as far as, and I want to see what the platinum rewards are gonna be before I commit to spending.
You know what they're gonna be?
What's that?
I don't really know if they're doing this, but I hope so, actually. I think those gold and silver amiibo are going to be the platinum and gold rewards.
Yeah.
The Mario ones?
Yeah. I would definitely get that if it was.
I like how Pear's like, I would not like that. Because I only have platinum on all my accounts. I won't be able to get the gold one. Oh, that'll freak me out.
I don't like that idea either. I gotta agree with you.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure they would give the platinum the gold, and the gold the silver or platinum one. You know what I mean?
Right.
because gold is like number one. So yeah, what do you think about Club Nintendo shutting down?
Nintendo shutting down?
No, Club Nintendo.
Oh.
No, I'm not dropping a bomb. No, this is the last Nintendo Blitzkrieg because Nintendo is officially over. Thanks for coming, everyone. No,
I really like Club Nintendo, and I'm very sad to see it go.
I am too. I have so many great rewards. I'm looking at my shelf right now.
Yeah, and I know they're talking about another loyalty program, but it's just like I'm invested in Club Nintendo. I love. I don't like the survey so much, but I like earning the coins, and I like.
I love the physical rewards.
Yeah, and I like seeing what games they put up every month. You know.
Yeah, a lot of people like you do like the games that you can redeem.
So I could be like, should I get this one? No, I'll just wait till next month.
I did that a couple times. I got a Super Mario Kart, and I actually really like Super Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I love the real simple 2D Mario Kart. It's a lot different, but it's just as fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, they're not going to do any more physical rewards. I almost can tell that from a mile.
Yeah,
I think it's just going to be like more like the deluxe digital promotion,
which was fire. I mean, that was great.
Yeah, were you able to get on that?
Yeah, I've earned like $25.
I earned like 80 because I bought a launch console, so I've been buying lots of.
You got those 2 terabytes on that hard drive.
I do, yeah. So since this time, I've filled up my Wii. Basically, I have about 35 gigs of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff on. I've got a lot of games on Wii that I haven't transferred to Wii U, and I don't know if I want to. I don't know.
Oh, your Virtual Console games?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to pay $1. You have to pay you get a discount, but you have to buy them again.
Oh well, that's no good.
Yeah. Wait, are you saying they're on your Wii?
Yeah, they're on my Wii.
They're not on the Wii mode of the Wii U.
No.
Oh, you never did the transfer?
Well, I've only got 32 gig, and right now I've only got like
yeah, but it goes straight to your SD card.
Yeah.
So it doesn't affect your hard drive in your Wii U. You know what I mean?
Well, I could just take the SD card out of my Wii and stick it in Wii U.
Yeah, you just go through the transfer process. That's basically what you do.
And then a big screen is going to pop up called like reformatting, and I'm going
No, the screen comes out and then you see Pikmin.
Yeah.
Seriously, they do the Pikmin thing again.
Carrying your games away. Saying, we'll take these now.
But no, I thought you were talking about you had the Wii Virtual Console already transferred, and you were thinking about putting it into the Wii U. Because, see, you can do that, and you get half price, but then you can play your Virtual Console games on your gamepad. Yeah,
I heard you had to pay like $1.
Yeah, I'm doing that with all my games. I think it's worth it. But
yeah, what's funny with like I got Punch-Out, right?
Yeah.
For the Wii version, it's like when you load it up, it's like TV only or TV and gamepad. I'm like, who's sitting there with like their gamepad propped and like just punching it? You know?
Yeah, I know.
Just punching at their little gamepad.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like that Punch-Out game.
Oh yeah, you're saying with the Punch-Out on Wii that you could download to the Wii U.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you can play that on the gamepad.
Yeah, you could have the display on the gamepad.
Yeah, that would be weird do you use the nunchuck and the Wiimote and just do the punching motion?
Yeah.
You can use the Wii Fit board too if you really want to get fancy.
Yeah, my buddy was saying he was saying that he was using the balance board for it. And I'm just like, wow.
Have you played the originals?
I played Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
Okay, the original Punch-Out, yeah.
Yeah, and I briefly played Super Punch-Out.
Super Punch-Out was very fun. I love Super Punch-Out.
It came with an EA game, Fight Night. One of the Fight Nights had it.
Yeah.
And then, but what I really like about Punch-Out Wii is like the old fighters like have all their old tells.
Yeah. Like, Glass Joe is still like terrified.
Yeah, it's just but like the second guy, and because I'm on the spot here, I'm not remembering his name, but he does like
Von
little
Kaiser.
head shake and then punch, right?
Von Kaiser, yeah.
Yeah. He does like a little head shake and punch, and he does that in the 3D version too. And then I
I love it. I'm assuming you haven't gotten very far.
I've cleared the first circuit.
Okay. I've beaten it and like restarted and deleted all my progress like 5 times, so I just really like it. I'm not going to tell you the final person you fight, but it's pretty fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure I'll get to when
yeah. It's not Mike Tyson.
Right.
So that might ease you a little bit.
Yeah. Well, the Mike Tyson thing did add a lot.
It did. And then but then it just became with Mr. Dream.
Mr. Dream.
Because the contract wore out with him.
He'll put you to sleep. Mr. Dream. But yeah, another game that I've really gotten into is Captain Toad.
Let's talk about Captain Toad.
Love the Captain.
So I guess we only need like one episode of this. It's going to be just like a 24-hour stream here.
Yeah, this is all Nintendo all the time.
Absolutely. So yeah, Captain Toad. I've only played about 10 levels or so. It's just really fun. I don't know. You have this. It's just like, and you know, Jose loves it too. I don't know if you've seen some videos Jose has been doing with it. Not Jose. I'm sorry, Brian.
Okay.
On MVC, he likes it a lot, but it's just like this puzzle box, and I love how you can just manipulate it so well with the stylus and see everything, right. And then just kind of plan out where your little Toad's gonna go. And he can't do much. He can't jump. he falls asleep a lot. I don't know. You can describe how you're doing with it, but I think it's really fun and adorable. So. Yeah.
Well, as far as like Wii U goes, I'm a pro controller first kind of guy, right? I like the pro controller, and I like using the gamepad for like the applications and to go through the menus and stuff. Yeah. And I remember hitting that first Captain Toad level in Mario 3D World, and it made me switch, and I'm just like. And I was confused, and like, what do you do? And
I just started playing 3D World actually, because that's one of the games I haven't played. And I got the Captain Toad. I'm like, oh, Captain Toad's in this game?
Yeah.
And then I went back and realized that it was first in that, and then they made those bonus levels into a full game, which is interesting. But yeah.
Yeah. My first experience with Captain Toad was like, what is this? Like, what do I do? But then as I figured it out, it's really become it's really awesome. It's more like a puzzle game.
It's a puzzle game, yeah.
Than it is a platformer, but I like figuring out, like how to do the thing. I like the little
and the not jumping really doesn't hurt you that much, because you basically control the entire environment around you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't have to jump.
It is funny when you get like 3 shy guys after you, and
you're just running. He puts his arms together and just runs away.
Ah!
Yeah, it's a good game. I love Captain Toad. And I'm getting the Toad Amiibo, so that means we get a little bit of DLC. Yeah. Have you seen what that is?
With the Toad Amiibo?
Yeah, they put like a little pixel Toad in every level, and you have to like go find it.
Oh, okay, so it's just another like...
Yeah, just a little extra thing. I think that's nice.
Yeah, it's not... Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. What else is there?
Yeah, well, I think we've been going for about an hour.
We have. It's been hour and 14 minutes, so...
Okay. Well, yeah.
Do you have any other big topics to talk about?
Not really. I was gonna talk about the games we love, for Valentine's Day, but
we can do that.
I think we pretty much covered them.
You don't want to do you want to X that segment out?
We could, or
I love all Nintendo games. You're next.
Earthbound and Mario Sunshine.
Ooh, Earthbound. So wait, is Earthbound Mother
2?
Okay. What? Wait, so is it Mother in Japan?
The first game was called Mother in Japan. It was for the NES, and you played as a character called Ninten.
Oh.
Very clever name.
Yeah.
And there's actually, I think it's in Smash 3DS when you're playing like the one stage, like you can see the like they have like the scenes from that first game. And,
oh yeah. Yeah, they have an Earthbound level that's really cool.
That's the one that more people are familiar with.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I just remember from the E3 last year, they had the little thing where it's like, "Where's Mother 3?"
Yeah. Oh, Reggie.
And then Reggie just shoots with the fireballs. That was great. I loved that.
Yeah. When did Nintendo become such a troll company?
I don't know, but it was amazing.
Oh, we know you want Mother 3, but no.
Oh goodness. But yeah, so I have a. This can be the Q&A segment from our many fans on Twitter. Can submit a question. We don't have a Twitter for the show yet, but we might get one. I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll have to put one up before somebody grabs the name.
But so I have a friend who submitted a question. His name is Cooper Nasal. You can find him on Twitter at Cooper Sly King, named after Sly Cooper. So Cooper's question is, what is the best new feature on the new 3DS?
Well, so, you're the one.
Yeah.
You're the one that actually got the hands-on with the new 3DS. I could talk about what I'm most excited to experience with.
So I'll answer first then. With experience on the new 3DS so far, I like the new 3D, but I'm gonna say the best feature, and I'm going to do this to cover more things, is the added inputs. Your new buttons, your C-Stick, and I guess you can kind of amiibo on there, but mostly the C-Stick. I think the C-Stick is really an improvement, so you don't have to attach that big, luggy, Jose called it the boat attachment. So I think the C-Stick is really nice. It's very responsive, and I love using it in Smash Brothers so far. So that's what I think is the best new feature on the new 3DS so far.
It's gonna be interesting when Xenoblade Chronicles 4th new 3DS is released.
I can just see it now. People complaining about how it doesn't work. I can't move my camera the way I want it to.
Yeah, but that's going to be the true test, because that's a game that you can't play on 3DS. So we'll see just how much more powerful that system.
Absolutely.
Love, and I'm also excited. I always like faster load times too. You can't go wrong with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the load times are nice. I mean, it's not game changing, but it's very nice to have. You don't have to sit there for a minute and a half waiting to play Smash Brothers.
Right.
So.
Before we wrap up, though, I do want to hear your transfer story.
Okay, so here's my transfer story. Okay, so I did my unboxing video with my friend. I unboxed the thing. I'm like, hey, why don't we, let's do this transfer. Okay, so I watched Nintendo's video about it. I really didn't understand it. So then I went to Nintendo Life, a website you probably know about.
You didn't, please understand.
I did not please understand, like, dear, is that Iwata who does that?
Yeah, Iwata.
Told me to, puts his hands like that. I did not understand at all, even though I was asked so kindly to do so. So I started the transfer, I turned both systems on, I did put in the time. I put the time in wrong, and I just realized it today. So I submitted in 5 hours of Smash Brothers time, January 1st, 2011, onto my log.
Oh, wow.
So now my game log is all messed up. I'm playing Smash games before...
How did you get Smash 3DS in 2011?
I was going to say, 2011, before the 3DS even came out.
So now people might not know this, but you're actually...
a time traveler, yeah.
Yeah, you're very involved in the production of these games.
But no, so my log's all messed up because of that. But anyway, so I went through the beginning setup. I did the transfer. I opted to do the PC transfer. So you have to remove the back faceplate of the new 3DS. Okay. And I couldn't for the life of me get it off.
Okay, here, I have a question real quick, though, okay? So, the different ways you can transfer are, you can transfer through a PC like you did.
Yep.
You can wirelessly do it between the two systems.
Which takes forever.
Yeah.
And then the other one was that you could transfer the licenses over and then download all your games one by one.
Well, that sounds like the most fun.
No. And I almost kind of started to do that when it fell through first. But here's what happened. So I couldn't get it off. I kept unscrewing it. I almost like stripped the screw because it was loose, but I couldn't pry off the back cover. So I thought I had to keep unscrewing it. So now that screw is kind of like jutting out a little bit. So I just kind of try to keep my finger away from that so I don't like cut myself.
Oh, that would freak me out. Like, I just got this.
Yeah, I know. But it's not bad. It's just a little the screw is just a little like messed up. But anyway, so I finally get the cover off. I slide in my SD card, and then I think I tighten it back up, and then I realize I have to undo it because I didn't transfer any of the stuff yet. So I didn't know what I was doing. So you have to take out your SD card from your 3DS, put it in your computer, take it out, make sure your stuff saved your computer, put your new SD card in, transfer the stuff, and then put it in your new system. So I did that, and then all my folders showed up and stuff, and then I went to download the games. I went to play the games, and it's like, this game cannot be played. Please re-download again from the eShop. And every game was like that. My themes didn't transfer over. I didn't even check, but I think I finally got my Nintendo ID transfer. I think everything's good now. But nothing was over there. So then I just like wiped the card. I started to kind of download some things. I went back and looked at it. I just like copied the wrong files or something. I went back, copied all my files from the old SD card, put them in, slid in the SD card, and everything showed up finally. So I think I got everything transferred, but even doing the easy PC transfer, it still took me 3 hours.
Yeah. Did you get a new micro SD card?
I did. I got 16 gig.
Okay. Because I think it comes with, what, 4?
4, and my 4 was just about full on my first system. So, yeah, like the difference between an 8 gig and a 16 gig was like 3 cents on Amazon. So I was like, yeah, I'll just get the 16. So it finally worked out for me, but now one of the screws on there is messed up, so I might like replace the screw or just get a silicone cover. Yeah. Which I was going to do anyway, because another thing, it's really shiny and the system's really slippery. Yeah. It's like hard to get a good grip on it, so I might recommend if you get one to, get a silicone grip for it, but
well, the DS I had, it was kind of like the Wii U, the shiny fingerprint thing, and I got a case for it. Actually, it's got like a plastic sleeve.
You used to, yeah.
So yeah, you don't even have to really take it out of the case.
I had like a hard plastic case for my DSi, but I actually I like silicone stuff better. It just feels better to me. Like I have one on my Pro controller on my gamepad, and I have one on my XL too, so I'm probably going to get one for this new system too.
Alright, well that's pretty awesome then.
So yeah, so it finally worked out. So I'm enjoying the system so far.
Yeah, but I don't know why they have to make changing the SD card such a to-do either.
There should just be a slot on the side so you don't have to go. Did you see the pictures I sent you?
Yeah.
Nintendo posted on Facebook. It's like, please use a size 0 screwdriver. Please do not use a giant sword to open up the card slot.
I don't know who's in charge of social media over at Nintendo, but I think they're brilliant.
And the other one was like, don't use a floppy disk. We all love the 90s, but it's not a good idea to use a floppy disk. I'm like, are you being serious right now? And the look on the guy's face is hilarious. He's just like straining himself to cram this floppy disk into his system.
Right.
Oh, Nintendo.
Fantastic. But yeah, like their social media has been so on point. Like Jimmy Fallon had Nicole Kidman on, and she talked about a story where he.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I told you about this. Yeah.
Yeah, like Super Mario Brothers, and then or whatever, and Nintendo.
It's like, hey Jimmy, you know how you can get girls? Ask them if they want to play Super Mario with you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But no, Fallon is, and then I know I told you to look up some stuff. Fallon's a real big Nintendo fan.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He has Reggie on like every year when he does his video game week, and they play some video games.
Yeah, I did see. I did see a couple segments with him and Reggie.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
I can't wait to meet that guy.
Reggie?
Yeah.
Do you have plans on meeting him?
Well, no, not like specifically, but he goes to Nintendo World sometime in New York.
Oh, okay.
And I might try to be down there again when he's there. So.
Yeah, he's definitely a very charismatic individual.
I know. And I'm
glad he's on our team.
Yep. His body is ready.
His body is ready.
That's for sure.
All right. I think that's probably as good a place as any to jump off here.
All right.
We had planned to do about an hour.
And we went about an hour and a half. So this will be on iTunes eventually, you guys. So I think I may actually put this on YouTube, though.
Yeah, I think that's probably
get some exposure.
A good idea. Yeah, definitely.
You'll have a cool cover. We'll have some. I'm not going to promise this. I was going to be like, we have some very special guests planned in the future.
Yeah.
We got Miyamoto on speed dial. Miyamoto's just waiting to come on right after he finished. You know, he did all that stuff with all the popular YouTubers, iJustine and Smosh.
I got no place to show the Star Fox. What's this Nintendo Blitzkrieg?
Nintendo Blitzkrieg. Let's drop a bomb. Let's drop a bomb in Nintendo Blitzkrieg right now.
Yeah, you know, like with this show, like, you know, I don't want to make money with it. I don't want to get rich with it. I just want them sending me games.
Yep.
I would be
Did you say I just want them sending me games?
Yeah, just send me free games.
Do they do that to low people like this?
Hey man, we're like at level 0 now. So
yeah.
We did our first episode, so I think we just leveled up to 1, and
we'll get there. We will definitely get there. All right, so
we are definitely on our way. But thank you everyone for listening to the show. This has been KC along with
Lil Dane.
All right, man. We'll see you next week.
See you next week. See you guys later. Peace out.
16-bit arcade graphics.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis does.
16-bit sports action.
You can't do this on Nintendo. Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis
Does.
Genesis does.
Get Joe Montana free, Pat Riley free, Buster Douglas free, Super Monaco GP free, or Collins free. What Nintendo?
Ooh, watch out. We've got badass over here. Badass over here. Badass over here. Badass over here. Badass over here.